All right, what's going on? Here's the old booth.
We redid it, Carl.
You did, thank you. Oh yeah, check all that stuff out. Also, you want you live in Jefferson County?
Well, we're Eastern Panhandle.
That's close enough. You put some, you put someplace because we're Berkeley County, or
Yeah, Berkeley.
okay, you can put it somewhere. Put on the edge over here.
Do you only need one movie ticket?
Yeah, you only need one movie ticket.
What are we doing?
It's basically this. If you're in Jefferson County, it's where your watershed would be. So you can just put it close to Jefferson County. It's more. I just want to fill the whole. I just want to fill the whole board up. That's all right. It's
Yeah,
not,
we did a rock painting for Eastern Panhandle, West Virginia.
yeah, that's what we do it with too. So if you want one, take one. But EPWV rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I learned about them a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so if you look in the back of the rocks, it's got the EPWV rocks on there.
Yeah, we painted so many, and we still got so many to hide.
I know. Well, that's cool. If you want more, we got some more here. Because it's just a fun thing to do. Or
It is. It interacts with the kids. It gives them something to do.
exactly. And if you want to see the water bugs? Right over here. Hey. Oh, watch that here. Squeeze by here. Oh yeah, check these guys out. You want to check them out? You see that thing before? You see that thing? Look at that thing. Whoa. Let's see some of the other ones. There's a water penny there. Water pennies are kind of boring, but the cool thing about water pennies are all the other little barnacles. But the cool thing about water pennies is you can only find them in really good water quality. And I found them via pecking. There's a nice little crawfish right there, a little one. There's a worm and some snails. And my favorite one, the nastiest, ugliest ones of all, the Helgramites. Everyone see a Helgramite before?
All in legs.
Yep. You've seen a Helgramite before?
Not gonna find them in polluted water.
Yep. Yep. Now, here's the situation with these Helgramites. Has anyone ever been bitten by one of these bugs before? What if I tell you people get bitten by them quite a bit? You ever been to water? Have you been bitten by one before?
Not that we know of.
Well, there's a reason why. This ugly thing is #1 bait for smallmouth bass. So, smallmouth bass love these things. And if you go fishing for smallmouth bass, you put a Helgramite in the hook, you'll catch a lot because the skin's like leather. They got like a real hard, thick head, and they are mean and nasty, and they will bite you. And guess what? This is like a caterpillar. It becomes a nice, beautiful creature. What it becomes? Has anyone seen those big gray moths with the big long antennas? They get about this big. They got these huge antenna, big gray looking moths, like long and skinny. That's what they become. So they live in the water for a couple years, and they come out and they become a nice, pretty, ugly butterfly, and they land on people's houses, terrorize them, and then they just die. And that's the cycle of a Helgramite. Yep. So, like I said, thank you very much, Jefferson County. Anybody put a push pin where they live? Because like I said, we just want to show you your watershed. And when you come up here, you get to see our little exhibits, our bugs. Who likes bugs? First of all, who lives in Jefferson County? Anybody put the map? Yep, put a push pin where you live.
We don't live in
Well, you can still check our stuff out here. I'll get that for you. Ah, thank you so much.
We live in West Virginia, but not Jefferson.
We're in Berkeley, right?
No, Berkeley Springs.
Oh, Berkeley Springs, Morgan County.
Yeah.
That's my uncle. It's a beautiful place out there. Nice and beautiful. Well, you can come here and check the stuff out. Who's scared of bugs? You want to see them? Follow. Here, let's go around this side. I'll show you some cool stuff. Yep. Who wants to use water bugs? Check them out. Who's scared of bugs? That's a big one, I know. Let's see.
Bugs are important. What happens if there's no bugs in the river?
Do you want to swim in that water? Hey, CJ, we see that crayfish
You
real
don't
quick.
want to swim in a river where bugs can't live, right? They must be gone for a reason.
Who wants something crazy? Who's scared of this?
So when you see these guys, that means
He's just a little crayfish. He's just a jar. He's not going to bite you, I hope. Well, if you want to catch more, right near Peckin, take Route 51. Where you cross Route 51, they got a huge little wildlife management area there. A nice area where the water's about maybe knee deep, and you can catch hundreds of crayfish like that. Oh yeah.
There's no crayfish. If the water's
Yep.
there's no bugs.
Now. Yep. Now what do I got here?
I want to get in the river with
This is just, in here, it's just a boring water penny. What a water penny is a circular type bug that lives on the side of rocks. And they're really boring, but they're very important though. What do you think, why would a water penny be important? Now let me ask, okay, well here's the thing. These bugs are called bioindicators. And that's a big scientific word for, it's a nice big word saying, hey, these bugs tell me the water is clean or not, okay? So if you go in the water, and you see water pennies, that means the water quality is pretty good. The best one are the case-building Katy flies. They're hard to find, but a lot of that's because the temperature, the water needs to be a lot lower, like out in the mountains where like trout fish and stuff like that. But those water pennies, if they're there, it's telling you the water quality is good. Because if you go in the water and there's no bugs, unless you're in a swimming pool, you might get sick when you get out. But if there's bugs there, they might be annoying, they might be nibbling at your toes, but they'll tell you where the water quality is good. And who wants to see my personal favorite one? This guy's my favorite. He's the ugliest one of the bunch. You see him? Does he scare you? You see him? See that bug? You ever see that little bug right there? It's like a big giant centipede with big fangs. Anyone know what this bug's called? Has anyone ever been bitten by this bug before? You ever go in the water, go in the river? All the time? But you've never been bitten by one, right? People get bitten by this bug all the time. You know why? It's #1 bait for smallmouth bass. And if someone tried to put me on a fishing hook, I'd bite them too. Because this bug right here, smallmouth bass love it. And when you try to put them on the hook, they will bite the heck out of you. So usually I take the pliers and just crunch the head, put them on. Because the skin's like leather, the skin's like real thick and nasty, the head's hard, it takes forever to put it on. But when you get that thing on the hook, you can catch 6, 7 smallmouth bass without losing it. But if you do a crayfish, one time, crayfish is like gone. You gotta go find more. Minnow, one time gone. Hellgrammites, you know you find it, it's real easy. What you do is,
You find them everywhere?
oh, they're good, they're great bait, they're awesome bait. Fish love them, but they're ugly as heck. And another quick question for you. You know what know what these beautiful things become? Because this is like the caterpillar version. What do you think it becomes a nice beautiful butterfly? What kind of butterfly this becomes? Has anyone ever seen those big long gray moths with those huge antennae?
They're green.
Yeah.
Green.
They're big and long and ugly looking. Those things become those beautiful creatures. So they are ugly at birth and ugly at death. But you know what? Sometimes the ugly things do well too. Well, they're pretty good.
When they're against your window, I think they're ring.
Yeah. They're big because what happens is they live I think they live 2 or 3 years in the water, and they become a nice beautiful butterfly and fly off and lay on your house to annoy everybody, and then they die. And that's what happens. So all right, have a good time everybody.